Hello beautiful people, this is Sucklemine, my name is Lost, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be an in-depth guide on how to attack Theme Park, and more specifically for today, we're going to be going over how to attack Armory and Throne Room. Armory and Throne Room is one of the most challenging and is the most challenging site to attack for attackers, because Theme Park is the #1 map that is defender sighted, in case you don't know. Around 62% of the time defenders win, which is the highest than any other map in the game, or in the ranked pool I should say. Anyways, the operators we'll be using today are Sledge, Ash, Capital, Ace, and Nomad. So Ace and Nomad are the only two operators you can really switch out for other people. Nomad you can switch out for Gridlock if that is your preference. Gridlock can do the same thing slightly better depending on how you want to use them. And obviously for Ace we can also use Habana or Thermite if you guys feel more comfortable with that. I made up this team looking on the bans of Thatcher and Maverick are banned. Obviously, if any of those two are up, life is going to be a hell of a lot easier, especially if it's somebody that can play Maverick and knows what they're doing with Maverick and that doesn't get themselves killed or their teammates killed, because God, there's a lot of people that don't know how to play Maverick, I'll tell you that right now. So those are the bans, Maverick and Thatcher, so you guys know. That's why I'm not bringing them. Everyone knows, especially Thatcher's going to be banned. Anyways, let's go and jump right into the video. So I split up these 5 operators into 2 separate teams. One is going to be called Entry Team, and another team is going to be called Breach Team. So the Entry Team is going to consist of Sledge and Ash, and those two will push together. They can spawn either teacups or main entrance for this one. For the second team is going to consist of Capital, Ace, and Nomad, or any other mix of Hard Breacher or Flank Watch or support that you choose for the other team. And of course they will also be spawning mainly teacups, not really main entrance. So let's go and jump right in here with Sledge. Alright, so first thing with the Entry Frag team, Ash and Sledge can either go through upstairs through Cafe and push through there, or they can just go straight up to the roof immediately, break hatch, and drone that out. When you're attacking Armory and Throne Room, for the most part, this area will be uncontested for this part of the map. But as you drop down to get closer, of course, will be at least a Vigil or some kind of roamer roaming on top of Dragon. So anybody down this hallway, in case you guys do not know the proper call out. Let's call this hallway or Dragon hallways, is what I like to call it. Playing as Sledge, you're going to be vertical playing. Obviously this hatch will be reinforced, and if it's not, open it up. Ash and Sledge will be playing vertical the entire time. They're going to be staying upstairs the entire time, clearing out roamers and clearing and making up soft spots and making it easier for the breaching team to do their job. So these 2 corners in the back of this site is extremely annoying to deal with. And the best way to get rid of them is just open up the spots I can. So just an easy way to remember is just open up this doorway, and someone sitting right here, and maybe a Maestro or some kind of anchor can get killed from there. And again, this just corner of this wall right here can also get fragged out or shot from here as well. Hence why we brought a Sledge, because he has frag grenades. It is extremely easy to take out the batteries on the wall, whether they have a Mute Gemmer, a Kahit Claw, or abandoned batteries. You can shoot them out pretty easily. And like I said, if they have Kahit Claw, where the wood ends right here with this little seam right here going to concrete. As I can tell, that's where the wall ends as well. So if there's the claw, you can just use your hammer, reach the top part, and it gets destroyed. Another part people don't know about, you can watch this hallway while being upstairs. So we can just sit right behind this clock. You can prone, you can watch, and you can see anybody coming down from Dragon. By the way, let's talk about flank drones real quick. Every operator is going to have a flank drone. This is what you do in the prep phase. So what Sledge is going to do is he's going to set his drone up here on this little counter, whatever you call it. Just sit right in this bag. And of course, if anyone's dead or if you need to check on cams, you can see if anybody's trying to push on top of Dragon into this particular room. And of course, if they are, you can just swing out and take care of them. Other spots you can open up is right here. This entire floor, including over here, is all soft. So you can make more in other angles. Okay, so I didn't see this when I was playing as Sledge, but Sledge and Ash are not going to be looking at the ground the entire time. One person needs to stare at the ground or make openings and whatnot, while the other person watches for flanks on this side and the other side as well. So this is where the other flank drone comes in for Ash. Ash is going to put her flank drone in control room. You can just have it set up right here, so we can see down this hallway, maybe a little bit up here if a Vigil or again any other roamer is playing up here.
Bomb has been located.
Also, Sledge is not here while you're up here, Ash. I don't know why. You can also put the breaching charge right here, and it can open up the wall along with a part of this floor right here. So it's like a 2-in-1 usage with the breaching charges. Same thing over here. You can see here. It doesn't really matter who watches flank or who watches any other people coming up here or just checking the cams and seeing whatnot. As long as one is paying attention, and I don't think I said this either, your best entry fraggers need to be playing this. Like your two best players need to be playing this particular role because it's a very aggressive role for the most part. Really not much else to say with Ash. I guess if there is bulletproof utility, that's what her breaching charge is for. So maybe if there's like a shield right here on ping, or just anywhere else on the site that can soften up the defense for the attackers downstairs, that'll be amazing to use, of course. So for breach team, you gotta either push through lockers down there or through bathroom down here. Doesn't really matter. Regardless of what side you push though, you need to be aware that roamers will be on both sides. There's gonna be at least one roamer being in bathroom and in storage and drugs and arcade, along with down this dragon hallway and bong or in maintenance room. Okay, so regardless of what side you push, just be aware of at least one roamer coming that way. When playing as ace and those entry fraggers do get down here, actually let's do the flank drone first. Flank drone is gonna be in some position, just looking at this, just right quarter or this dragon hallway. I know this part will be opened up by the Sledge and or Ash, and maybe they will look at it, but they won't look at it the entire time because they have other areas to focus on while being up there, while they're dealing with other roamers or just making more, I guess, clearing out more shit up there. So when it comes to opening this wall, this is the only wall will be open up, by the way. We're not going to be focusing on barrels or on maintenance wall at all, just on this one. This is the wall the easiest to get, and Armory side is the easiest side to get because it's more covered for the attackers than just the open part. And then again, pushing throne room. Throne room is fucking hell to deal with. Hence why it's the most easiest room to defend for defenders. So we're not going to be opening up the right side. We're not going to be doing the middle. We're going to be doing the far left because there's a pillar behind this wall, a bulletproof pillar that can protect this wall going through here. Also, while if you're playing as ace and no other hard breacher, don't just toss it on. Like people just use all three of their breachers, like right here, and right here. They won't make it like an actual thermite doorway. Like what I like to do is this. Just pull one right here, another right here. And so what that does, it just makes a thermite doorway. So you can just walk through here. You don't have to vault like what you would have to do if you just place one on there. Vaulting gets you killed a lot in situations. But this is what I mean. So you see this right here, this long pillar. The only other areas you're going to get shot from is way down there near throne. And this corridor right here and split, where that hatch is at. This is why you need the hatch open, so again, Ash or Sledge can watch this in case any other defender tries to get smart and swing out on you. So there's no areas the defenders can get that jump on the attackers. So this last breaching we're going to put up here. And Ace is going to be the plant support. The person that is going to be planning is Capital, and we'll talk about more about that. So he's going to sit back here, and he's going to be holding down any lines of sight if, again, any of the defenders try to push up, swing, or try to C4 through this area. And again, you have smoke grenades. You're going to smoke off both sides.
10 seconds left.
Alright, so for Nomads flank drone, we're going to be putting that in storage. Right in this little case or bookshelf right here. Gonna watch that. As for air jobs, you can either place it right here on these little these lights, or just on the sides of these little, I guess, archways, I guess you can call them. This one there. Come down the red, do the same thing. So there's gonna be a lot of utility, obviously, or at least a lot of different ways to cover this flank. Again, you got entry fraggers, got a camera, and I got an air jab. Really take your time when you're placing it, because sometimes you can place it below the lip to where they can shoot it out. They can't shoot it. If you put it on too far, the edge of this air jab can stick out and they can shoot it. For this last air jab, you can put it on bathroom doorway. Reason we're doing that on this doorway and not on this doorway is because they can get a line of sight if they try to push up too much. I guess it's right here. Hence why you also have flank cam. so you can see if they're trying to hold a line of sight, cheeky line of sight for you. While Capital's going their plant and Ace is sitting on top of the stairs, Nomad is kind of in this flex roll position. She again hops on cams, scans through them real quick, see if hallway's clear, this hallway's clear, bathroom's clear, storage clear. Once all those are clear, she pushes them with them, you know, tossing any flashbangs or rubbing any utility or any stuff that again entry fires have not cleared out or destroyed yet. And she's pretty much just there for backup. She again watches split over there, watches anybody trying to do a suicide run. They're pretty much going to get gunned down by a lot of people. This is why it's such a perfect setup. Because they have two people up top to take care of, Ace, and again, someone right here. And again, with Capital's utility, when we get to him, it's a foolproof plan on how to plant and how to attack Armory and Throne Room. When playing as Capital, by the way, bringing his LMG over his AR is a great advantage, because not only does he have ACOG, but he has 100 round capacity where he can switch on targets from multiple people at one time, and it's great for fucking pre-firing. Only difference between them, they have the same exact stats, by the way. Only difference is that the AR has 1.5 scope and an angle grip, which in my opinion the LMG outweighs that, but each to their own. So when Capital goes into sight, we're gonna pretend you can walk through here. The first thing where he's going to be planning is right on top of these boxes, right behind this pillar, okay? So he's hugging this, he's not going to be able to get shot from here. And for the most part, they're not going to be able to throw a C4, maybe unless they have something this shot out or some shit and they can just toss it through there. But for the most part, that's why you're going to be using all of your utility on one go. So you're going to be shooting one flame ball right here, flame ball right here, one smoke on top, one smoke on top. So while we're smoking up the top, because it looks like you can see the entire site, but when you push through, you can't see shit. It's great to deceive the defenders thinking that they can push through while still seeing. So again, while that's all going on, you need to be acting really fast. When someone with a diffuser, they need to know the situation, they need to read the situation. Don't clear your corners, trust your teammates. Comms are so important when it comes to this map. Alright, before you make the plant and the final push, you need to ensure no one is in Armory, that you have all angles locked down, all roamers are dead, and maybe there's 2 or 3 defenders left that are all anchored down in the back of sight. Because every single time, there's one player always behind Throne, right? It's going to be one guy right here, it's going to be one guy maybe right here, and one guy maybe playing right here right behind the bomb or a shield or whatever utility they have set up, right? So you have 3 guys, and they can't do shit. From their perspective, they can't do anything. They can't come through split because they get locked down from smoke, fire, and a hatch open. They can't come through here because they're going to get shot by the Ace or shot by the sledge or the ash that are holding these targets or these lines of sight up here. So no matter which way they come through, they're gonna get fucked. And again, with the Nomad, even if they come through a peak around here and no one's watching this, they have a drone, someone's dead, there's literally no other way that the defenders can come to retake sight or retake it if this attack is executed properly. Alright? I don't think I have said anything about a flank drone for Capital. Honestly, he really doesn't need one. But I guess the more the merrier, so you can just set up wherever you need to, set up on site if you can, set it up to where any other blind spot that I have missed, so therefore literally every other angle is covered. Maybe put a flank drone up top on yellow stairs or some shit, maybe up here, who knows.
10 seconds left.
This will be a good one right here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, and that's gonna be all for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed today's breakdown, in-depth guide going over how to attack Theme Park, along with how to attack Armory and Throne Room. Armory and Throne Room is the most defender-sided site on the most defender-sided map in the entire game, or at least in the entire rank pool currently. That was my #1 thing why I wanted to make a video about this map on how to attack it. Everyone pretty much knows kind of how to defend it, hence why it's it's technically the best site in the entire game to defend, right? It's because it's so hard for hard reachers to realize there's 3 major points and there's a lot of choke points that the attacks can go through and get fucked by. But if you just flip it, you take advantage completely of everything you can on the site, you strip it down, you see what you can do, you see what angles you can hold, you'll be fucking surprised about what you can do with it. Obviously, just going upstairs with those 2 soft breachers with those 2 fraggers and just holding it down like that makes life so much easier. And even with that pillar on the back wall for on Armory, again, that makes life so much easier for Capital at the plant, for your teammates to watch your flanks, for flank drones to watch your flanks, and all that stuff. Anyways, without me talking too much, because I feel like this video has gotten long enough already. I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm already at 710 subscribers. Can't believe I'm saying that. Let's get to 1,000. I know we can get to 1,000 maybe in a month or so. So let's make it happen. I love you guys. Peace.